In the build-up to this show, Rhea Ripley said, no worries. And all we did was worry, because we knew with a 4-match card like this, it was destined to be absolute pants. It shouldn't be Elimination Chamber perf, it should be Elimination Chamber pants. Down under, it was absolute mince on the road to WrestleMania. We've ran out of fuel, and we're at the side of the road, and the only two people offering us a lift is a man and a fat woman in the main event.
And my interest in WWE is eliminated after this Chamber pay-per-view. Just a shit show from start to finish. There was one good match, but that's not enough to save, what, 3.5 hours?
At least if it was the main event, you could be
You
like,
go off a high, you end on a high.
They saved the best till last.
You can accept that. Maybe
Yeah.
not respect it, but you can accept it.
I'll respect it. But here, I think it's incredible how they managed to do a 3.5 hour show with 4 matches in one segment. If you want to fire the Triple H thing as a segment, then fair enough. But here, it lasted about 10 seconds.
Like, I genuinely believe, outside of like the fact that the 2 Chamber matches were Chamber matches, this is like a SmackDown card.
No, it is.
Or a Raw card.
Absolutely is.
I mean, see if the Judgment Day defended their titles on Raw against Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, you'd be like, oh well, throwaway tag team match where we know Judgment Day's going to win.
Yeah.
Nia Jax versus Rhea Ripley feels like a kind of title match they wouldn't waste for a pay-per-view.
Yep.
So they'd put it on Raw. And then, like, you know, the rest of the Chamber match, it's like, I didn't feel like it was the most star-studded it could have been. Like, I'm not saying the matches had bad people in them, but it just didn't feel like the top 6 Raw, the top 6 males and the top 6 females.
Didn't feel like the road to WrestleMania, did it?
No, it didn't. The road to fucking nowhere.
Anyway, let's turn on to our first road, and let's get talk about the Women's Chamber. So we had Naomi and Becky Lynch start this match. Bianca Belair was last in. Tiffany Stratton was third in. The other two, I can't necessarily remember what order they came in, but Becky Lynch and Naomi, I think they stunk the joint out for the first 5 minutes. Tiffany Stratton brought a bit of life to the match, but overall it's just a padded pile of shite, not much selling going on, and the men just made this match even look worse in retrospective, man. This match was just a bit dead. Tiffany Stratton getting eliminated second, like, I think she should be getting to the last 2. Why were they portraying like Liv Morgan as this like megastar?
Well, you seem to be, I don't know,
What, delusional?
You seem to be in some sort of like coma or, I don't know, hibernate for the past 2 years, but they do actually try and push Liv Morgan. They've tried to push her as one of the top stars in the division, and if you can't remember, she's in a massive feud with Becky and then a massive feud with Ronda Rousey.
See, I don't remember it.
Well, I do.
I
Unfortunately, I do.
See, for the past year, I've reviewed wrestling non-stop. I don't seem to remember any of it. All I remember is her getting pulled over for a DUI.
Do you remember her being champion?
No.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, so the match gets down.
Yeah, but is that my fault or is that WWE's fault?
It's pitch it is. I'm gonna blame you there. Okay. But yeah, we get down to the final 3. It seems like this went on forever.
Raquel Rodriguez does not belong in this match.
Yeah, she got eliminated just out of the blue, really. And then Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, and Liv Morgan. And I thought going into this match, it was weird that we had 5 faces and 1 heel.
Yep.
And then after Tiffany gets eliminated, you're left with 4 faces. And then you get rid of Raquel, and then you've got the 3 biggest faces in the match. And it just felt a bit fucking weird. It's like, you look at, in comparison to the men's match, where it had like a balance of faces, and you had 3 heels, 3 faces in the men's match. Or maybe Lashley can consider like a tweener or whatnot. But like the ending of the men's match gets down to like Orton and Drew, and you know who the crowd want to win. You know who the good guy is, and you know who the bad guy is. In this, you get down to the 3 women, and it's like, who's going to win? I mean,
what are the memorable moments in this match?
Who really cares?
Tiffany Stratton doing like a swanton bomb off the cage.
And then, like, after about 8 minutes of just anticlimactic wrestling here, by the way, very sloppy as well. The women try and wrestle like the men. They try and put on men gimmick matches, and they just fail at it. And then before we know it, Becky Lynch wins in 7 seconds, defeats, I think there was 5 seconds between Liv Morgan and Bianca Belair getting eliminated. Liv Morgan beats Bianca Belair with a cheap looking roll up, and Bianca Belair is supposed to be this dominant woman, yet she's ZST, strongest, powerful, bestest, whatever, couldn't kick out of a roll up, a poor roll up at that, sloppy executed roll up, and then Becky just manhandle slam 1, 2, 3. I mean, we all knew Becky Lynch was going to win. Well, we thought she was. It was either her or Belair. I mean, does it really matter?
Once Belair got eliminated, we didn't even have time to think about it. Liv Morgan got a chance because she's gone. But that's it. Sloppy, Dead match. I didn't like it. No, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't think they could have put on the greatest match of all time, and I'd probably still find an excuse to bury it at 10:30 in the morning. But anyway, we move into our second match, and I will bury this match because we've got the Judgment Day taking on two strong boys, and this wasn't a strong match. This was a weak ass match. These two are bums. They don't belong anywhere near my television screen. See, when they were on NXT UK,
I could accept it.
Yeah,
that's their level.
No, that is their level.
That's it. That's as good as it gets for them.
These guys belong. These guys should. I mean, these are like the sort of two guys, right, that should be used as like a security gig for your main eventers to batter. They shouldn't be on the card. They shouldn't be. It actually makes me sick that these guys are probably getting paid a decent amount of money to be on fucking WWE television.
Yeah, think of the people that actually weren't on the show tonight.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anybody good, but I mean, like AJ Styles appeared, but I mean, come on. Is this the best? Look at all the tag teams.
Miz or Truth.
Are you telling me Awesome Truth weren't more deserving?
Why couldn't we have had like an 8-man tag match?
No, fuck that, because that would probably mean including these two.
Yeah, but
no, Miz,
these two aren't big enough to be in a match.
Awesome
singular.
Truth is the match. Everyone likes to talk about Triple H and stories, unless they plan on doing that at Mania. I mean, who knows what they're planning on doing. But I mean, really? Is this the best? I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think DIY would have been a much better option for this match.
Yeah, I agree.
And I can't believe I'm advocating for Johnny Gargano to get a pay-per-view match here. A big pay-per-view. This wasn't like a throwaway pay-per-view.
Well, it was in the sense, but...
No, it was, but it's been built as a big pay-per-view.
Yep, 60,000 seater. I think they sold it with 52,000. Well, maybe it's a 52,000 seater. I don't know. I'm pretty sure WWE would sell it, but Damian Priest, awful botch. Hurricane Rana falls to his knees, and instead of improvising something good, he improvises something bad, and he then like punches Balor in the gut, and Balor falls. And it's
no,
just
he headbutted him in the nuts.
Headbutted him in the nuts, punched in the gut. It was fucking horrendous.
Look, all Priest had to do was he falls over, he uses his top rope to try and get up and regain his balance, and then Balor just goes, right, I'll sell that. I'll sell this and fall over.
But no, Balor sits like a spare dick.
Yeah.
Priest, there was like a good second where he's just sitting there on his knees, like, what did I do?
It was the equivalent of someone trying to get tossed out the Royal Rumble, then not managing it, and then just throwing themselves over the top rope.
Yep.
Which is never a good look.
Never, ever. In a month of Sundays. But here, Judgment Day win. Did Finn Balor break his thumb? I'm not too sure as well. This thumb gimmick that Pete Dunne goes after the fingers, and what is it? It's weird. It's a weird ass fetish. I'm not a fan of these guys, and see when your character is going after people's fingers, where's that going?
Especially when the guy's like 5'6" and about 150 pounds. I just find it.
They make Damian Priest look like Giant Gonzalez, and the guy's big. Damian Priest is what a professional wrestler should be, but he's not big show big.
But he looked at tonight against.
He's like Damian Priest isn't even jacked.
You know what? See Nash. I think Nash owes Eddie Guerrero and Benoit an apology. See when Nash said vanilla midgets back then, that may have described Benoit and Eddie Guerrero. But these are the true definition of vanilla midgets. Two fucking white guys that are 100% vanilla, no character, no personality, both about 5'9" if they're lucky, and I'm not even exaggerating anymore, they're about 5'9" if they're lucky. And in terms of weight, they probably weigh about 160 pounds at most.
Yep.
That is what you're doing. If that is not a vanilla midget, I don't know what is.
Never been to the gym in their lives.
You look at Benoit and Guerrero, they were jacked.
Yep.
They were fucking
Benoit and Guerrero wouldn't lose to two bums on the street. These two would.
Like, see,
the average two men would beat these two up. I'm fucking convinced of it.
I would give myself no chance of beating Benoit or Eddie in a fight. But I would give myself a very good chance of beating these two.
Aye. And that goes for 2024, Guerrero and Benoit. So, skeletons, but here, their skeletons are probably still bigger than these two.
I would still kick my ass, no doubt.
Aye. But anyway, then we had the segment, Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins reveals that, I'm cleared. And then he pretends to care about his match and then ends by talking about Cody Rhodes' match. Weird look for Seth Rollins, right? See, back in the day, man, they just wouldn't do this because no one was bigger than the company back in the day, but they've booked themselves into a corner with the bloodline being bigger than the company. Like The Rock and Roman Reigns. Like, we all know The Rock is, but why, portray Roman Reigns as bigger? Like, why would Seth Rollins care about Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes' story more than his own fucking belt?
Yeah, I don't get it.
No, but could you imagine, right, going into any Mania where wrestling was good, could you imagine if Benoit won the Rumble right? But like Guerrero's more focused on Benoit's match with Triple H and Michaels and his own match against Angle. What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense.
Seth Rollins is playing straight into Roman Reigns' narrative that he is the B table, that he is the secondary champion. Because why is Seth Rollins so obsessed with Cody Rhodes and his battle with the Bloodline when Seth Rollins says that A, he's medically cleared to compete, he can come back within a week or whatnot, and the chamber match is literally just about to happen? Shouldn't he be preoccupied with who's going to earn the right to challenge him at WrestleMania? But instead, he's offering to team up with Cody Rhodes to take on the Bloodline. Like, he's not even focused or worried.
No, I know.
About who he's facing.
And then Cody tries to save this segment by calling it The Rock. When this match ain't going to happen, I don't even know what they're playing at Mania, right? Either way, I think it's a clusterfuck. It's like, you know what? The shafted us at The Rock versus Reigns. That's the match I wanted. That's the match. That's the match. The people.
Grayson Waller did say that, to be honest.
See the people, right? See the people that have tuned out in their fucking drones.
That could have brought some back.
Aye. See the people that are still here. See the people that are buying tickets to these shows.
I'm going to be honest, like, I get it. The Rock versus Roman Reigns is a big match, I think, because Roman Reigns has been portrayed as the man for the past 4 years. He's unbeaten. He's got the 4-year title reign. He's got the history and the rival, the bloodline. He's related to The Rock. They've got all that. But let's not give Roman Reigns too much credit here, right? Arguably, The Rock can take on anybody, and it's going to be one of the biggest matches we've seen in the last decade.
No, absolutely.
So it's not because of Roman Reigns. And to say it's the biggest match ever, that's also bullshit. I don't give a fuck who's saying it. It's not the biggest match ever. It doesn't even come close to the feeling you had with Rock Hogan. It doesn't.
No. No one here. Anyway, let's move on, because Austin Theory get beat up after doing a couple of The Rock's catchphrases. What did they do?
What I would say about The Rock and Roman Reigns, it's the biggest match they can do in this era.
Biggest match since Cena Rock.
Aye. Well, I wouldn't even if you want to count that of this era, that match is done. And Cena Rock was bigger than Roman Reigns. Aye. But if we're talking this new fucking era, if we're talking just like the last 10 years, like, this is the biggest match.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's move on. Men's Elimination Chamber. Great match.
Best thing on the show.
Yeah, I'll go as far as saying it was great. It's probably as good as a chamber could be.
Yeah, current chamber. I just don't like the chamber matches anymore with the padded mats.
Yeah.
That takes away everything for me. But this match had everything.
Like, yeah, I mean, you could have like Cena, Rock, Reigns instead of like Owens, etc. But in terms of what we got, I think it was as good as you could have got.
Yeah, this match for me had pretty much everything. You had like decent level stars in the men's division, people that are actually good wrestlers. Randy Orton constantly selling his back, psychology in the match. He had like shenanigans going on. AJ Styles coming in, interfering with the steel chair, eliminating LA Knight. You also had at the end Logan Paul coming in, surprise attack on Randy Orton, knocking him out. I think the entries as well and the eliminations, it was unpredictable.
Yep.
The orders, so I mean, it was just a good match.
And I think that bodes for it going the main event. An unpredictable match should be also. I mean, also the fact.
I think the only predictable thing was the winner.
Yeah, but
I can't really change that.
I still think as the match went along, there was twists and turns, and maybe they might give it to Logan Paul. You never know, but they didn't.
Towards the end, I think
LA Knight had half a chance. I know he got eliminated at second.
I thought Orton. The longer the match went, I was thinking Orton could do this.
Yeah, but anyway, Drew McIntyre wins via Logan Paul knocking out Orton. Set up 3 matches for Mania. You know what? If you want to say Triple H cooked in this match, I'll half accept it. But where's the proof it's all Triple H? What about all the other agents that are in place?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. We can't give Triple H. If you're going to give Triple H credit for everything that happens in wrestling now, that means you need to give McMahon credit for every single thing that happened before Triple H.
But people don't do that. No.
People are like, oh, well, McMahon, he wasn't really a genius. People did that. At the end of the day, right? I mean, there's more than one guy come up with all this shit. It's not one guy doesn't do it all.
No.
Triple H might be the new McMahon in terms of he's got the final say.
Talking of Triple H though, he comes out after this match, doesn't he?
He does. Triple H comes out just to, I don't know, announce the attendance. Very cheap. Did it really need to be announced? Anyone could have done this. But Triple H comes out with his music, and I think it's just devalues Triple H. It doesn't feel big now. See, when Triple H comes out, you don't feel like, oh, what's going to happen here? I need to pay attention to this. Triple H comes out and it literally could just be for any random fucking announcement. See, every time McMahon made an appearance, it felt important.
When did McMahon come out though to announce that they've got 52,000?
Kissing his own ass, isn't it?
Yeah, which he had a club for people to do himself. So
Exactly, but
anyway, main event time. I'm not going to spend too much time with this. It was dead, it was flat, it was shite, and that's it. Rhea Ripley won.
Rhea bloody Ripley. I mean, yeah, Rhea Ripley wins. Hardly surprising. 2 heels. Rhea Ripley's a heel, but tonight she acted like a face. She won the match, celebrated with her fans and family like a face. Dead match.
See, maybe as a match, right? Maybe it's not the worst WWE main event ever, even though I didn't care for it. But see, in terms of who's actually in it, I think it is.
On paper, I would have this. I can't think of a worse one.
And it's not because it's women, even though it kinda is. But see, at the same time, right? I think Sasha Banks, Charlotte Flair, Hell in a Cell is fucking smokes this match, man. In other women matches that have main evented, like even the Evolution pay-per-view had a better main event. And here, we've buried WWE for years here, but the main events still feel like there's not many main events that don't feel worthy enough of being there.
I think when the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view came out and it wasn't just a chamber match, I think the chamber match has to main event.
Yeah.
The chamber match is giving someone the opportunity to go to WrestleMania and challenge for a world title. Rhea Ripley could still technically lose this belt. There's no guarantee, even though that won't happen because for some reason in the Mania season title matches, what the hell are those? But technically Rhea Ripley's not guaranteed a title match at Mania. The winner of the chamber is.
Yeah.
So and it's the Elimination Chamber. It's not like it's the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble fucking match should be last. Should main event. I just don't get this. I think that one of the chamber, even if you want to put the women's chamber match on last and then bring Rhea Ripley back out at the end of the night to confront Becky Lynch, I mean, I could accept that.
But nothing happened. She just won. That was it.
Seth Rollins was there tonight. Didn't even want to acknowledge Drew. Acknowledge me. Nah, I acknowledge the guy on Friday night.
No segments backstage, no nothing. Anyway, guys, let's wrap this up. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. That might sound incredibly harsh, but it's a normal show to take out the chambers. But the men's was great. But see, one great match, it doesn't make up for. If we're labeling this the worst main event of all time, then how can I actually give it above a 1?
I'm going to get a 3. I enjoyed the men's chamber match.
Yeah, but I would give the men's chamber match like a 7.5 out of 10. If the rest is like a 0, I mean, the average is going to...
See, I don't think the women's chamber match was a 0. It was what I was expecting. Just your shite women's match.
Yeah, but it's the main... You need to send the fans home now. Oh, but Rhea Ripley won their home country. No, it's fucking shite.
I can accept anything that happened tonight apart from the tag team match. I'll never accept Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate as main roster wrestlers.
No.
No happening.
You should be sticking out my bins.
And I think Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax, why not put it on first? There you go, first. Sometimes first is a good wee spot.
First is a good wee spot, guys. Anyway, it averages out at a 2 out of 10. We're back very soon with Monday Night Raw. Oh, coalition, maybe TNA No Surrender. All these bet you No Surrender was better than that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.